Let me just say that sweat and masks when you're acne prone, not great. Hey guys, today I'm gonna do like a little get ready with me life update. It's been a few months since I've done one of those, and I disappeared for a week to celebrate my birthday and recover from the second COVID vaccine, so I thought I would discuss that a little bit and do my makeup. So, how is everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. This time of year is quite good for me. Oh, by the way, I use bottled water for my sponges to help curb breakouts. It's just distilled water. A jug lasts me forever because I don't really need that much of it. My last video with me, what was it? A day in my life or something? Clean with me? Something like that? I don't know. So since then, the weather here where I live has been pretty nice. A nice spring. That's not what I want. Nice spring temperatures. I've been able to pace myself and do some outdoor stuff, which has been nice. I like being outside. The thing is, the last 2 days were like 80 degrees and my heart and blood pressure issue act up when it's that warm. So I've been really fatigued and worn out. So I had to wait so long to film this. I'm priming with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I had to wait until the house cooled off so I wouldn't be covered in sweat and dizzy. But just been doing some yard work when I can, a little at a time. It takes me a really long time to accomplish tasks because I'm 1, weak, and 2, I have to just kind of go slow, take a lot of breaks. It's fine. Not a big deal. I'm just glad I can do a little of anything at all. Before that, on the 19th of April, I got my second COVID vaccine. I was a little nervous because I know that it has been affecting everyone a little differently. Right now I'm putting this LA Girl Pro Conceal Peach under my eyes. It was affecting everyone a little differently, so I was kind of nervous, like what was it gonna do to me specifically. For most of the day after I got it, I was fine. I made sure to hydrate a lot, as that was recommended to do before and after. Around hour 8 after I got it, I got like these severe body chills. They were kind of wicked. Now I'm gonna blot some of this, it's like the Pro Conceal Green. I have it in a jar because the thing was leaking on my red spots. I got these crazy wicked chills. They were to the bone. I don't know the last time I felt like that. I was so cold. I was shaking. I took a hot shower and that like literally did nothing for me. Oh boy, my skin. I had multiple blankets and a heating pad, and that lasted a couple hours before it stopped. Then I started sweating like a lot. It wasn't hot, but I was just sweating. I'm going to skip my Charlotte Tilbury because like my face looks like this and I just couldn't. This is my wrong shade, but I'm going to be using the ABH Luminous Foundation in 210N. The next day when I woke up, I actually felt fairly okay at first. The first couple hours I was awake, I was kind of tired, I was kind of groggy, and I had kind of a headache. But the longer I was awake, the worse I started to feel, and so I decided to just go back to sleep. And that's when I had like a terrible headache again. I got really dehydrated, and I know that that just kind of goes with your immune system working hard. You get dehydrated, your body's using a lot of its resources, so that was a good sign. I had some pretty intense muscle aches. I slept most of the day. But by hour like 35, I was really starting to feel fairly normal, which was nice. And definitely by the next day, I felt mostly like myself. I was still a little fatigued, but nothing like the day before. I think resting and hydrating really helped. I also made sure that that dinner I had around hour 35, it was a really high calorie meal to really replenish everything that my body had burned off, and to just make sure it had what it needed to keep doing what it was doing. My arm hurt a little. Mainly went into the lymph node. I got it in my right arm to make sure I kept the arm moving, but it did go into the lymph node under my right arm, and that lasted a couple of days. Nothing was terrible. I mean, I didn't feel great by any means, but it was definitely worth doing, I'd say. I highly recommend it for anyone who's interested in getting it. I do understand the hesitation of something so new and maybe not feeling comfortable yet. That's fair. It's your body, your decision. I'm not supporting anti-vax by any means, so if your reason for not getting it is like weird, I don't really agree with that, but I just get it if you're just a little nervous just because it's new. That is understandable. I was definitely nervous. I had seen, AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson being banned in other places, and I felt most comfortable getting either Moderna or Pfizer just for my own health risks. Those ones just were what I was most comfortable getting. And I was able to get Pfizer. I'm very grateful for that. I don't think Johnson & Johnson is even available right now, so if that was one you didn't want to get, now would be the time to try to get your vaccine. So Monday, this coming Monday, I will be considered fully vaccinated. What does fully vaccinated mean for me? Nothing really. Nothing's going to change. I'm still going to be masking and social distancing. I don't really give a shit what the CDC says, seeing as they can't make up their mind on what is accurate and what is not. Some people want to forget that last year the CDC told us that masks don't work, which is just false for any illness, not just COVID. So I'm going to make my own decisions and not let the CDC make that for me. I am high risk with a heart condition, a lung condition, and I'm on immunosuppressants, so I'm going to keep doing everything that I've been doing all year. I'm definitely not going to be following the advice that I can do things without a mask, because that seems absolutely absurd to me. Now, as for my birthday, I didn't really do anything crazy because I got my second vaccine the day before, so I was quite ill for the day of my birthday. I got some nice gifts, which was lovely. I appreciate. Gifts aren't necessary for me. I don't need gifts, I just like to feel acknowledged and appreciated on my birthday, but who says no to a gift, right? So I got some nice gifts from the people important to me. Got some nice birthday wishes. I actually won a Spencer's giveaway. They were giving away a shirt by my favorite artist, Stephen Rhodes, and they messaged me the evening of my birthday to say that I won a shirt, and that came today, so that's pretty exciting. I kind of celebrated my birthday the weekend before. I just barbecued and my mom made me a dessert. It was nice. Low-key chill. A little more exciting than last year. Last year in April, we were in a very hard lockdown. So it was hard for me. I ended up finding a frozen pizza, but it was hard for me to have, even food I wanted for my birthday. And it was also very cold, so I couldn't have grilled or anything. So this year was nice. It was better. I enjoyed it a little more. I'm just grateful that I am my normal health. I didn't get COVID, I don't think. I guess I could have had it asymptomatically. It's really hard to talk and do my eyebrows, so one moment. So yeah, my birthday wasn't super exciting, but it was enjoyable. I actually like a low chill day. I have to say, like, my best friend mentioned that she did this last year. I don't use Facebook anymore. If you watched that video. But I still have Facebook for the few relatives that don't really know how to follow me other places. Like, you know, they don't have a YouTube account or Instagram. But I did, for the people I kept, remove my birthday. Because, not malicious, like I'm trying to test to see who remembers my birthday or not, but there was something freeing about being able to just enjoy your birthday without having to feel obligated of responding to 100 happy birthday messages or posts from people who are just being polite, but you don't really have a relationship to, but you don't want to seem rude by not saying thank you. It's just like a whole thing. And it was nice to just like, I can't really say enjoy my day because I was sick, but you know what I mean. Basically just be able to recover and not feel guilty that I didn't answer a bunch of messages from people. Okay, I'm going in with the... Oh, did I tell you that I used Shape Tape? And I used Dip Brow in Granite. And this is 20S Light Sand. I'm going in with the AVH Light Medium Contour Kit with Fawn. But life hasn't really been too exciting. Didn't really miss much yard work, like I said. Just do a little every day. A lot of my work is stuff that I could get if I were able-bodied. I could get it all done in one day, but I'm not. So like one 30-minute project takes me 7 hours, which, I mean, like I said, I'm grateful I can do it at all. So I'm not gonna, you know, sound mad or bothered that it takes me so long. That's just the reality of it. So yeah, don't expect any landscapers to be interested in hiring me, as they'll have to pay me 7 times as much. I am happy with how stuff's turning out. So also I have a rash here. Remember in my ME video where I mentioned I just get random rashes? Yeah, it was itching really bad. I had like wasn't quite hives, but it felt like it, and now it's just all red and cool. Now I'm going in with, I don't know what this shade is, but this bronzer. Just adding a few garden spots to the yard, just, I did not want that. Adding like an actual garden to grow some herbs in it and a couple pie pumpkins. Because there's been a couple years where pie pumpkins have been really hard to find, and I really like pumpkin pie, so why not grow a couple? And I go through herbs fairly quickly, and I like using fresh ones if I have them, but sometimes I forget to buy them, so growing them, I don't know, I thought it was just like a fun little experiment. Then digging up some area to like put some pavers down to expand the patio. That's a long job. Like, again, probably a 1-day job for most. It's basically like a 2-week job for me. I mean, I have help. I'm not doing it myself. I'm just gonna do a little setting powder under my eyes. Laura Mercier translucent. My eyes still crease because they are deep set, and I just have always had these 2 deep lined. But that's okay. I heard that's like trendy somewhere. Japan, maybe? Korea? South Korea? I don't know. Somebody thinks the under eye lines are trendy, and I'll take it. I appreciate that. I was hoping, as part of my birthday gift, I pre-ordered the Wet n Wild Spongebob collection, the PR box, from Amazon, and I was kind of hoping it'd be here in time for me to film this week's video, but it isn't, so it will be next week's video. I want to do an unboxing and a first impressions. I think that'll be fun. I'm very excited. I'm a huge SpongeBob fan, if you couldn't tell, and then I have some SpongeBob stuff over here. Blush, I want to use Pink Dahlia by CoverFX. I'm excited to film that. I'll film it whenever it gets here because I don't want to open it and then do a fake first impressions. I want to actually do the unboxing and film my reaction. Tomorrow, just giving you my little schedule here. Tomorrow I will edit this video. It'll go up on Friday. Today's Wednesday. Maybe get a chore or two done. We'll see how I feel. I can roughly schedule my life, but I can't do it too far in advance. It just doesn't work out. What bronzer do I want to use? Let's use One Wild MegaGlo and Precious Petals. This weekend, depending on how I feel, a little more yard work. Because it takes me so long, I try to squeeze in a little when I can. I want to get it all done before it gets hot because I can't do anything once it's over 75 degrees or I'll pass out. It's unpleasant. I can sit in the heat and exist, but I can't like do things. Another video idea I have. I've been trying to split up here it is. Priming my eyes with the ABH eye primer. I've been trying to split my posts between like beauty and like chronic illness content. I have an upcoming video on ableism. I just need to fine tune that script a little bit. Another makeup video. I've been feeling pretty inspired with some makeup videos recently. I want to do the how I did my makeup in high school versus how I do my makeup now, like my everyday makeup. I think that'll be pretty funny because I'm no makeup pro by any means now, but back then I was pretty bad. It was just solid black eyeshadow. That was it. Literally foundation and eyeshadow. So it'll be pretty funny to see the comparisons. No blush, no eyeliner, just black. Today I'm going to be trying a new palette. Well, new to me. I got this as a Christmas gift from my lovely sister-in-law. It is the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. And I almost bought this for myself, and I talked myself out of it because I thought I didn't need it because it's, let's look at gingerbread spice. It looks pretty similar to gingerbread spice. And I was like, oh, okay, like you don't need, where is it? You don't need all these palettes that look the same, like save your money. And she must have been reading my mind. I think it's a little lighter. So like this is definitely more winter and this one is definitely more fall because I think it's a little lighter. And there's some spring tones in here, like. But she must have been just reading my mind because she got me that and the pumpkin spice lipstick, which I really enjoy their liquid lipsticks, and I almost bought that and was like, no, maybe next year. So I'm very appreciative of that. So today we're gonna go for like a cute springy look. Not quite sure what though. Let's do pink. Let's stick with pinks. So I'm going to start with a la mode here. Nothing too exciting on the radar. I do have to net our tree because in the coming weeks the cicadas come out and they like baby trees and this tree is a baby. So it's a team effort of a few of us to wrap a net around the tree to protect it. So what happens, I guess, is like the females find young tree branches to slice open and lay their eggs. And then when the eggs hatch, they like fall in the dirt around the tree and climb in there. And for 17 years, they eat the nutrients of your tree. Well, if it's an older tree, I'm going to go in with this whipped cream shade to kind of blend this out a little on the edge. If it's an older tree, it's okay, but younger trees may not survive it. It's a little bit of a trauma and does suck nutrients, and with it being a young tree, it doesn't have a ton of nutrients to give, so we gotta wrap it up in netting, keep the bugs off. That's a fun way to spend a Sunday afternoon. What else has happened? Oh, I got a new vacuum. That's a fun thing to talk about, huh? got a Dyson, and it's been working wonderfully for my allergies, in all honesty. It was obviously a big purchase, but it's something that I've been considering for a few years. My holdover vacuums were only like $35, so, well, one was a hand-me-down vacuum, and when that died 2 years ago, last year, I don't know, I bought a $35 vacuum. It worked fine. It did its job, but I always felt like it wasn't really getting the carpet clean, and it wasn't. Carpet is a messy thing. It always needs cleaned. However, it does keep your floors warm, which is important to me. Because it keeps the house warm. I don't know what's happening with this eye. So, I've been enjoying vacuuming with the new vacuum. That's been a few weeks. I have to say, like, I'm finally kind of to a point, I'm bringing that color under my eye now, where I'm kind of adjusted to COVID life. However, I'm not really adjusted to the fact everyone's just over it, because as a disabled person, you just don't get to choose to be done and go live like a different life. You know, pretend something's over when it kind of isn't. Be a little reckless. And I think something I'll touch on in my ableism video is, like, I don't think anyone realizes that at some point every one of us will be disabled temporarily and permanently. Like, aging just leads to disability, but it's like you don't know that it'll wait until you're old, so maybe take that a little more seriously. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Love You a Latte. So it's been a little frustrating to watch people just be like, who cares? So seeing some of the accommodations taken away has been a little frustrating, because they have made my life and the lives of a lot of other disabled people a lot easier. So, a little disappointing. Sure, you can see that I'm using tones that I gravitate towards in a lot of my favorite palettes, just these pinky mauve-y tones. But I think they look pretty good on me, and it's late, so I didn't want to do an extravagant look that I'm just gonna wash off. It is hot, and I can see that I have sweat on my lip. I apologize that you had to see that. I'm glad spring is here, just because I feel a little bit better. I'm not like comatose on the couch, but spring being here means soon enough summer will be here, and I'm back to being comatose on the couch. I wish a place existed that was just a temperate climate that never got too cold or lost the sun and never got too warm. I don't know, this eye is terrible. Do you ever do your makeup and just have an eye that doesn't cooperate? That's what's happening. And I'm gonna have to try, and film my summer videos at like the butt crack of dawn before my house gets hot. I could go back to sleep after I film it if needed, or just go to bed really early. Let's do Warm and Cozy next. I wanted to film actually my spring and summer eyeshadow, or spring and summer nail polish collections, but my hands are stained from the dirt. I've taken multiple showers and washed my hands countless times, and they still look nasty. Now I put Warm and Cozy in the outer corner, and now I'm going in with Love You a Lot Latte to blend that out a little bit. Wish I could have a fan on and it wasn't so loud. I know I tried that last year and it was distracting. I don't know if new editing techniques with my new editing software, I could edit it out. I should try that. Now I'm going to clean my brush and go back with the a la mode shade and finish under my eyes. Now I will go in with the infamous NYX Glitter Primer. Put that all on this empty lid space. And what color do I want to go in with? I think I'm going to go in with Oh My Gourd. That's cute. Oh My Gourd. I love a good pun. I swear this is probably like a look I've already done. Something similar. Maybe with the Norvina palette. But hey, when you get something you like, you don't want to mess it up. Smooth the edges. Same thing on the other eye. I know Too Faced is like hit and miss sometimes. But this palette is fantastic. I had heard it was pretty good. My sister-in-law said it was good. And I will confirm, it is good. Blended really nicely. I think everything, well, the colors I used, I can obviously only speak to those, but I used 4. They are very pigmented, very easy to blend out. I definitely say that's a win. I'm not going to do an inner corner color because I did such a light color on the lid. You know, me and eyeliner. But I'm going to use Better Than Sex mascara and this Caviar Morphe eyeliner just to line my lower lash line and up a little. Give it a little bit of color. Curl my lashes. You know, one day I'll finish figuring. Oh my god, I can't speak. One day I will finally figure out eyeliner and false lashes. Although I don't know how well false lashes work with glasses. You can tell that I'm ready to end my day because I can't finish my own sentences. I have this one eyelash on my right eye that just like hangs straight down. I can't see it, but when I put mascara on, I do, and it drives me bonkers. This foundation also looks terrible. Like, I have to say, if you have any kind of texture, I mean, the color is wrong, obviously, but if you have any kind of texture, like, do not get that foundation. It makes me look like a cobblestone street. I'm just trying to like use this up because I don't want to just throw it away, but it truly, like, in person looks terrible. I don't think it looks nearly as bad on camera. Okay. What kind of lip do we want today? We're gonna use Nars. I can't pronounce it. It's that R1 everyone got for their birthday that year. This is kind of my go-to, like, your lips but better. That's kind of too light, so I'm going to go in with the Bad Girl Velvet Matte one. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I know this video is kind of a hot mess because I haven't touched makeup in a while. But it was fun. It was nice to get back into it. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend this guy. Hopefully next week we'll have a Wet n Wild Spongebob first impressions because I'm super excited about that collection. Like, so excited. I hope that the eyeshadow is good, but honestly, even if it isn't, I love their highlighters and I'm excited for all the little tools. I don't know if I'll actually be able to bring myself to use the sponges because they're too cute. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'll see you next week.